Right, okay, so we're here with, what's your names?
Paul and Jensen.
Yeah. And then Newcastle's changing their badge. Pro, against, what's your thoughts on it?
Well, a change is a change. At the end of the day, the club's moving forward, so I don't see a problem with it, really. You know, as long as we keep some of the heritage to it, then I'm quite happy.
Yeah, we've got a younger fan as well. This will be your first badge change. What's your thoughts on it?
Well, if they modernise it, I think it'll probably look better and it'll be more noticeable.
What would you like to see when you're saying modern? What kind of designs would you like to see? Because the club have confirmed it is definitely happening.
Yeah, probably a rounder one maybe, but maybe with like that sort of same thing still in it though. Yeah.
And have you got any thoughts on what you would like to see, wouldn't like to see?
Do you know what? I'm quite open-minded. It changes as good as the rest. The club's moving forward. We're past that horrible era that we've come through with Ashley. So for me, any sort of change to say that's the end of that era and we're moving on. As long as this club's moving forward and winning trophies, then happy days, bring it on.
There we go. Thank you very much, lads.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much. Enjoy the game. Right, okay, so we're here with
Jack,
Newcastle's changing the badge. Pro, against, what's your thoughts?
why they're changing it? Like why? What they're changing it to? What's wrong with that? It's who we are. It's a badge. It's part of our history. Should just keep it the way it is. I don't see the point. I don't see what money would come out of it. Stupid. Nah, knock it on the head right now.
Is there any animosity between the owners and stuff? Because obviously it's them changing. Is there anything like that, or is it just
Don't think it should change. No, the owners have done great by us, but it seems like why change? Like everything's going well so far. And this just seems like he's just put it on a rocky road, so why do it? No, don't see the point. Just keep it as it is.
That's the last question as well. So the club have said it is definitely going to be changed, 100%. Is there anything you would like to see, wouldn't like to see in the design?
As long as it's got the Newcastle United bit, maybe the retro bit, but as long as they keep the black and white bit, then yeah.
Okay then, so we're here with, what's your name?
Mike.
Right, so you'll have seen Newcastle, they're going to change their badge. Are you pro, against, what's your thoughts? Retro, yeah.
Retro, yeah. I'm against it. You know, I think it's the traditional badge is better. Yeah.
So we're speaking of young wall. We're trying to get a varied view.
Yeah.
You'll have seen a few badge changes in your time.
Oh,
What normally happens when there's a badge change? Do the fans normally go against it? Are they happy for it?
No, I think it depends on what the kit is.
Yeah.
To begin with. I'm 73 now. I've been supporting Newcastle since I was 7. I live in York now, so it's not good for getting here for midday.
Early kick-off,
Yeah.
And then it is definitely going to be changed. Is there anything you would like to see, wouldn't like to see, any sort of changes?
No. Just leave it to the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And then thoughts on Newcastle changing grounds as well? Are you kind of against that?
I would prefer to stay in this garden and extend it. I think the capacity was 65,000. I think they can extend it. I wouldn't want to move.
You'd stay here, yeah. What's your name?
Scott.
Scott. So Newcastle are changing the badge. Are you pro, against?
Indifferent.
Okay, what makes you indifferent?
Well, I've supported him since late 70s, and this is about the third badge we've had, the third crest we've had now. So if it's got to change, it's got to change. I do love it.
Yeah.
But if it's got to change, it's got to change. Me personally, the old NUFC one from 83 to 88, if we were to do one. But it's not my choice.
That was the next question as well. If we are going to do changes, which the club have said they're definitely going to change it, what sort of changes would you like? What would you not like to see on it?
Probably go for something we've had before.
Yeah.
I'd go for that one, or mix it up. Magpie on top of the NUFC thing, like it's like a football, a bit like the Spurs badge or something like that.
Is it a big deal as well, changing the badge, or is it over kind of inflated in the media, or what?
It depends what age you are, doesn't it, I suppose. Changing it for me, it's the third one I've seen, so not overly bothered. Whatever we need to do at the moment. If we have to move grounds, we have to move grounds. I love this place. This is where I went to my first game. But whatever we need to do is to progress as a club.
So just moving with the times and stuff then,
I think we have to. Yeah. I think we have to, money-wise. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to compete with the big boys, or so-called big boys.
Yeah, right. Right, okay, so we're here with, what's your name?
Michael.
Right, so you'll have seen Newcastle going to change the badge. What's your thoughts on that being an older fan?
They should just leave it as it was and keep tradition as it always been.
Why is that important for you?
It's worked for the last 73 years of my life, so That's important. I think tradition's still important, even in football these days. Very commercial, obviously, but tradition is still important to keep that connection with the local fans.
Yeah, they said they're going to give a few options and they're going to let the fans choose and stuff like that. Are you expecting a big change? Are you expecting a little change? What would you like to see and
I would
not
like
see?
to see a little change at most. Yeah. But I'm pleased the fans are going to have some sort of input into it. And again, that's important because this club belongs to the fans, as we all know.
Yeah, it does indeed. What sort of changes would you like? What would you like to see included, not included? Is there any sort of visually kind of type
No, I
things?
haven't got to think anything in particular. I mean, obviously, I hope the main part of that design stays put, because that says everything about Newcastle to me. Yeah. And I've grown up with that sort of badge, so I suppose I'm slightly biased against change, but I would stick for much the same if possible.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Nice
thank
and
you.
easy. Right, okay then. So we're here with, what's your name?
Charlie.
Right, so Newcastle, they're changing their badge. Pro, against, what's your feelings on it?
I don't really see the big fuss about it. Obviously, it's an iconic badge, but it can also mark like the start of a new era with the cup and building on with it. Like, I mean, if it's something like this, I'd prefer this than like completely changing it new. So I don't really mind it.
Yeah, that was the next question. Is there any sort of design you want, don't want? Is there anything?
This one right here, yeah.
Any colours, anything like that you'd want to see in?
Just this.
plain?
Yeah.
Nice and simple, right? There we